When the airwaves in your market become more and more crowded. It's time to break it open and really stand out. It's here.
Mainland 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos.
Mainland 98.3 FM. Don't touch the dial. 98.3 FM. Don't touch the dial.
Welcome back and thank you for standing by. This is Mainland 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos. My name is Sage Babalola and you're listening to Mainland Focus. Usually we pick one or two stories and ask that you contribute on these stories or to these stories. But today being Open Mic Thursday, it means that there are no restrictions whatsoever to whatever conversations you might want to have. Even if they're past stories, if you want to predict about what's going to happen, if you want to give comments on recent situations, whatever the case may be, you're not limited to any state. Whatever conversation you want to have on radio, you have the opportunity to do so, as long as you're respectful and all your comments are within should I say the laws of commenting on a radio station. Respectfully, emphasis on respectfully, by all means you can. Fuhad Saheed is on standby. Fuhad, good morning to you once again.
Good morning, Sage.
Yes, thank you. So we looked through the papers this morning, and I'm doing this for the sake of those who probably want to say something about the stories we analyzed this morning. I believe that the biggest stories of all the story that we analyzed this morning has to do with the NNPC sleazy $25.9 billion oil swap and 13.9 trillion naira subsidy payments. And I say sleazy because that's how it was reported on the front page of the Guardian newspaper. Fuad did, he did us justice, or he did the story justice by analyzing to us step by step and simplifying what that story was all about. The batter deal of the oil swap, the controversy surrounding subsidy payments, the need to probe NNPC and all their operations. In fact, he says that a forensic audit by an independent firm needs to be activated so that we can understand what is going on within the NNPCL as it is right now. Just so you know, the total in 8 years, that is our debt so far, is about 18.9 trillion. The amount of money rather that we are supposed to have made from the swap deal is about 30 that we spent on subsidy, 13.9 trillion naira in 3 years. And we're still asking the question, why exactly have we spent so much money on a deal that normally was supposed to prevent us from spending too much money, especially because none of our 4 refineries are functional at this time. Another story that really piqued our interest has to be governors of states, the 10 poorest states in the country, including Sokoto, Yobe. Page 4. Let me ask you first, what story exactly is your focus for the morning?
All at least. And again, like I said in the morning, I think we should have a complete audit of the activities of the NNPC. At least in the last 2 decades, let's have an idea of what has happened to our Commonwealth. We don't need to get ourselves confused with too many figures that was put in that report. Again, it's easy to really digest the way the Guardian newspaper has reported it. The reality is that, look, it was just normal for us to get really annoyed with the GMD NNPC when it downplayed the need for us to have functional refineries in Nigeria, whether by private sector arrangement, whether by consortium arrangements, whether by PPP arrangements. If there was commitment, you will see the reason why there was no real commitment. If you read that story, you will see the. So there was no commitment. All of these stories about timelines, we'll fix it, we'll not fix it, turn around maintenance and all of that. Look at Dangote refinery. Because it was a private arrangement and there was commitment to get it done, within 6 years he was able to build it. So are we saying that all of these wires, the monies we have been spending, our refineries could not have worked? It was because some people were enjoying the status quo, which allowed for free reign of corruption. Shamefully so say, we're now shipping our crude oil out to refine for a swap deal. And when corruption is going to happen, our people are very good at creating names. We now tag the DSDP, direct sales, direct purchase. And the sad part is that, look, these people that are collecting our crude are still saying that we are still owing them crude.
Yeah.
The NNPC is telling the federal government that they are still owing them 2.8 trillion on subsidy
for
payments.
subsidy payments, yeah.
The insult has gotten to a point where we need to say it the way it is. And that's why I'm begging the new president. He needs to convince Nigerians. He needs to win Nigerians to his side. That, look, I understand the hardship you are facing, but I'm ready to do the right thing. We need a complete probe, complete forensic audit of what has happened to our Commonwealth as far as the oil sector is concerned. And I'll tell Nigerians, please take care of yourself. Yes, government is causing palliatives, all manner of things have been put on the table, but the reality is that there's really no money. Government needs money to quickly to fix a lot of things. We still have a lot of infrastructure deficits that the government needs to pay attention to. There's a lot of debt hanging on our neck. The revenue profile is not looking very good. And I must say that government is looking for money, and whatever they are putting on the table will not happen anytime soon. So Nigerians, vulnerable Nigerians like myself, I'm talking to you, not people like say. Take care of yourself. And then for the governors that are going to get, jumbo pay in the 10 most impoverished states in Nigeria. It's not just those 10 states. That's the situation everywhere. The security votes are being spent anyhow. The governors have their 10 figures in the treasury of their state. They go into all manner of debt, humongous white elephant projects. There's no thinking on how to raise the living standards of the people and show up revenue. They go to the humongous benefit with that story. Yeah. We need to have a different direction.
These are just the stories that Fuhad finds. You have 2 minutes to Anajas 0913 6000 430. You can also get on there before joining us. Right.
I think education is not the issue here. I think he's well educated. Well, look at the comments he's making. As a matter of fact, a very thorough
message or a WhatsApp message 20913 6000
First Minister, not to live our life peacefully. But these people, they are prompting us anything democracy. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We appreciate your comment. Hello. Hello. Hello, you're live. All right. Okay. Hello, good morning. Your name, please, where you're calling from.
This is from Uganda.
This is who?
It's from Uganda.
It's very difficult to hear you. Do you mind speaking up, please?
Chooks.
Okay, Chooks from okay. Welcome. Please go ahead.
See, my sister, Nigerian people, they don't know what they want. And they don't go suffer die.
No, we're not going to suffer. Thank you very much, Chooks. We're not going to suffer. I appreciate you. Hello. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning to you.
Okay, Madam Sage. And
my dear friend Fuhad.
Exactly. God bless all of you.
Thank you.
This Barrister Peter Uku. Yes, Barrister Peter Uku. I'm calling from Mainland.
Welcome, sir. Please go on.
Yes, on this open day, actually, my thought is in line with what the issues identified by Fuhad. Because under the present temperature in the country, you cannot talk anything without subsidy. The unfortunate thing is that when people mention subsidy, we only link it to petroleum. But what of subsidy in other areas? Very many areas. From even the emolument of the president and the politicians, all those things are being subsidized. And they are not suffering any pain. But the ones that will inflict serious pain on suffering Nigerians that is being emphasized, to remove it instead of adding more subsidies. We are supposed to be talking of increasing subsidies so as to reduce the suffering of Nigerians. So, but the problem is that in a country where people are really livered and chicken-hearted and cannot stand up to demand for their rights, the government will always do whatever they like. So I believe that where the appropriate place to start when we are talking of subsidy is to remove all the emoluments. In fact, most of the emoluments being enjoyed by politicians. Let's start from there so that our cost of governance
Thank you.
will be reduced.
Thank you so much, Pastor Peter.
Yes, you look at the next week they will inaugurate the members of the
Thank you.
legislature.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes.
Have a nice day. Thank you. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good morning to you.
Hello.
Yes, we're with you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. My name is Abakar.
All right, welcome.
I want to talk on this pro swap.
Okay.
Yeah. I think the most, what will I say, secretive sectors in the Nigerian government are the NMPs. There's a lot of shady things going on there. We don't know as a country what is the buyer of the crude that was taken out from this country. You take out this thing, and all you could just bring is just one particular product, which is petroleum, and you still pay a lot importing it. Look, these people don't want the refinery to work, and it's because they are making. Look, right now, we just realize that we are consuming just about 13 million liters from about 69 to about million liters that these people have been claiming as a subsidy. I think there should be a probe into this sector. We shouldn't just allow, the government shouldn't just allow everything to just go on, like maybe to just try to correct the issue and move on. No, what these people have amassed for themselves should be probed. And the issue of our forex as well, they should allow it to flow so that those politicians, storing foreign currency, making it scarce for people that want it, for the manufacturer companies that need it. Even the CBN are not helping issues. So they should allow it to flow, and they should probe into the NNPC. I thank God that we have somebody like this present administration that is coming in, that at least that stop this crude deal swap. Thank you. May God bless this country.
Thank you so very much. We appreciate you. Hello. Hello. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Your name, please.
You have Babalola on the line.
Welcome, sir.
Thank you. I greet Mr. Fuhad.
He's saying hello to you too. Please, where are you calling from, first of all?
I'm calling from K2. Babalola, I'm calling from K2.
All right. Please go ahead.
We Nigeria, we are problem of ourselves. Now they remove the subsidy on petrol. All the food we are transported in Nigeria, transporting by trailers, and the trailer are using diesel. So why we increase food stuff? Because of this subsidy removal, all our factory and industry are running on diesel generator. Why they increase all their products? That is why I said that we Nigeria, we are problem of ourselves. This subsidy is supposed not to affect food stuff at all. But we Nigeria, we are the type of the people we are. Thank you, Babalola calling.
Yeah, thank you very much. Well, I guess you're saying that because, certain people who sell food products are increasing their price, and you're saying there's not supposed to be a connection between the subsidy issue and the sale of food product or the cost of food products, but there is a very, very heavy connection. These things are being transported to the market. They have to pay for their shop. At least even if they don't have a shop, they pay some levies just for being on the roadside. There's a lot of things, even transporting themselves to the point of sale. There's a lot of money that goes into this, and they have to pay. The subsidy have affected transportation and other things, so it will definitely affect the price of commodities, even staple food and what have you. So there is a connection between PMS, as you know, and every other sector of the economy. In fact, inflationary shock goes through every sector of the economy once there's an increase or a decrease, whatever the case may be, in the price of PMS. Unfortunately, that's our reality. Let's go back to taking phone calls. Please be reminded, by the way, that the phone call is not the only way you can connect with us on radio. You can also interact via text messages and WhatsApp messages. 0913-6000-430. That's the number for text messages and WhatsApp messages. We are also streaming live on Facebook and YouTube, Mainland 98.3 FM, so you can go there and leave your contributions as well. I'll take two more phone calls and then go to the WhatsApp line. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, morning to you.
Thank you so much.
Welcome, sir.
Yes. First of all, let me just correct, let me just make a clarity to one of your callers. The issue of diesel and kerosene, so that aspect of product subsidy has been removed for a long time. Nigerians should be aware. That is why it's skyrocketed to almost 800 and something.
1,000
so
for
it has been
kerosene,
removed for a long time.
700 for diesel. Yeah.
So that is for clarification. Then, on the issue of NNPC, it is not today when we know that NNPC is rotting. You know, there's a lot of rot in NNPC. We've had that. Even the issue of this subsidy, we had it. You remember, you know, our Babalola, the case of Farouk when it was investigated. The issue of subsidy is more or less an open and close. Baggage in and baggage out. It's a scam. So it's just because, you know, the government of the day doesn't want to do anything there. People, that's why they found themselves as a cabal, suffering millions of Nigeria. And then, you know, making our refinery not to work. That is just simple as that. Unless this present government can do a kind of hostility check, you understand? What I mean by hostility is the random, you know, auditing of NNPC. And whoever that is, you know, and involved, you know, it should be put to book. That's just it. There's a lot of why everybody knows that. So on the issue of governance, the governor is looking for palliative. It's just unfortunate. All their requirements is like mortgaging the states, mortgaging their respective states, and you know they are only after themselves. And look at most of these states, you know, the retirees, they are not able to pay their salary, the minimum wage they cannot pay it. So it's just as simple as that. It's a selfish demand. It's a very selfish demand with the institution of Nigeria. And at the same time, I want to advise the present government, our president Tinubu, the issue of palliative. They should look at it in a very dimensional way. First of all, our currency should be, you know, so improve. The value of our currency should be improved.
Hello?
Yeah, good morning, Sage.
Good morning. I apologize. Please call back. I think that call got disconnected. Please try to call back. But good morning. Good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning. This is Mazio Biohan.
Oh, welcome, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much. Let me start from the issue of the rot in NMP. It's not today. It's not even during the former president regime. It started right from Obasanjo regime. We started hearing the rot in NMPC. But what concerns me is that when Mr. Intagri came in 2015, he said that he was going to be building one refinery every year. And was going to make sure our refineries work. But throughout the 8 years he spent, none of the refineries work. And we didn't build any refinery. But a single individual, with the help of the government, built a refinery. Then look at what is happening. We want a holistic forensic audit in that sector. Not only in oil sector. You see Second Niger Bridge. When audit is carried out, you will see the rot as well there. Having said that, the issue of the poorest states in Nigeria, their governors going home with jumbo salaries. What do you expect? Nigeria has gotten to a level that is chop by chop. Our people are not bothered about the poor people. They are talking about paying minimum wage of 200,000 naira. And other palliative. What is palliative? Is it the same palliative that they gave us during the lockdown? Nothing like that. So let them go ahead with their palliative. But let economy work. Let everything work. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much for your contribution. Hello. Hello.
Hello, Babalola. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Peter.
How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Okay, please, Babalola, let me quickly correct something.
Okay.
You know, even when Fuhad is talking, he's talking about Nigerians suffering. And every other person that talks, I think only one person has not mentioned Nigerians suffering. I quickly went to the dictionary to look for the word suffering. And the word suffering says experiencing pain. I mean, wallowing under pain. Nigerians are wallowing under pain. Now, my observation was that somebody called and now saying Nigerians are going to suffer. You say, no, you will not suffer, you cut the man off.
Context is important, Mr. Peter.
was no. Please let me say this. Maybe what you should have told the man was that when he said Nigeria will suffer and die, we should have told him he will not suffer and die. Even if we suffer, we will come out of it. But not saying no, we will not suffer, and you cut him off. I'm sorry, that's just my observation on that.
That's fine. Thank you. Please go ahead, sir.
Now, I am looking at a situation whereby we have started talking again. That's how we talk. Jonathan government come and go. We talk. Buhari who promised 7 and 8, who promised to, fight corruption. I was saying that time that Buhari thinks that fighting corruption is like fighting Nigeria Biafra war. They were able to fight and conquer, but he will not conquer corruption. And that is exactly what happened. He came, he fought, he couldn't conquer corruption, now he has gone. My question now is that with all this humongous stealing in our NFPC, or let me say all sectors generally, are these people going to go like that? Nothing will happen to them? I don't understand. Where are we? What do we do for ourselves? We are saying we should go and see how to take care of ourselves. I have started my own. Do you know that for a very long time I've never bought bread into my brain? I packed it, and why did I do that? I remember life in the village. That not everybody in the village has generator and they don't have light. And they are living. Some people live 90-something years. Some live up to 100 years. So I would believe that even people in Sudan that are fighting war, many places don't have light. So I just believe there is war between the government and the people in Nigeria. There is no light. I condition my mind towards that. Nigerians, can you condition your mind and see how that to be like in the village or to be like the Sudan so that you can survive? Thank you.
Thank you very much for your call. Let's pause on calls for a little bit so we can take all the messages we have so far. On WhatsApp, we have here, good morning, Miss Sage and Mr. Fuhad. Great analysis without bias. Objective and spot on as usual by Mr. Fuhad. Keep up the good work. All right. Thank you so very much. I'm sure I can hear you. Good morning, Mainland crew. The new pump price is really biting hard. Why is it that when it comes to sacrifice, belts tightening, austerity measures, they are for the poor masses? Let the government cut down their high cost of governance. The irony is that the government will tell the citizens they borrowed money to pay workers' salaries and fund projects, but for politicians, theirs is always safe. We need steady supply of power, as it is the live wire of development. A lack of it will mean no activity. Jacob Cole from Bariga sent that particular message. Thank you so very much. Good morning, Sage and Fuhad. Kudos to the president for the steps taken towards the removal of petroleum subsidy. It's high time we got rid of it. I disagree with Fuhad on what the GMD NNPCL said about local refineries. If I heard the NNPCL GMD right, he said the refinery in Rivers State will become functional as from next year. He said the reason it's not working yet is because of the global crisis. Yes, our local refineries must work, and I agree with him on the audit of the NNPCL. We need to know what is going on there. Belumi from Lagos. All right, thank you very much. Awolo Christopher from Shogunle sent a message. He says corruption is the major bane of Nigeria. It is all over. Every sector of our life is involved. Even religious institutions are not spared. What we need in Nigeria is a radical departure from endemic corruption. But it's doubtful that this government can commit class suicide and fight corruption. Thank you very much. Good morning, crew. I'm Oke Anthony. Okay, I'm Oke from Idimu Alimosho. I'm so sorry. My prayers are let our refineries work. Let Bola Ahmed Tinubu find a means to reduce the cost of governance from executive to the House of Assembly. Thank you. Thank you so very much for your message as well. Good morning, Sage and Fuad. This is Godwin from Ilasa. Godwin says, it's so annoying reading that the Guardians write up on the oil swap and trillions of subsidy payment. Yet, they insist on forcing us to bottle up the exact words we have for these individuals. It's good that Fuad said it's time for us to talk about it. This is the only country where the princess and princes walk on barefoot while their slaves are riding on horses. Our country has been structured in a way whereby people who are intelligently jaundiced are the ones leading, thereby bringing our country to her knees. Whether it's about the mess called Nigeria Air, the NNPCL criminality, the vituperation from El Rufai, or the hoodlums who went to court to chase everybody out, Nigeria will move forward until we begin to hold people accountable for their actions. Corruption and abuse of constitution must be punished. Nigeria must rise up against and resist these criminals. Thank you. And have a wonderful day as well. One more message, we go back to phones. Morning. In our present situation, sending ministerial list without portfolio is the beginning of round peg in square hole. I believe that's what you're going to say. Anyways, Nigeria flares gas enough to generate electricity and to shore up our inadequate power shortfall. humongous severance benefits for state governors and deputies. One hopes that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is able to address some of these issues and also cancel unconstitutional ministers of state position to cut the cost of governance. I am optimistic he will make a mark considering the circumstances of his election victory and erase the general public's opinion around his personality. I do not envy him. Fingers crossed. Badi from Ikeja. Thank you very much for your message. Hello.
Good morning, Madam Sage. Good morning.
Good morning to you, sir.
I have Archifa Pagwadi. I'm calling from Sango.
All right.
Here.
Welcome, sir. Please go on.
Listen to all the commentary, but the only thing I can say is that the president we have now is a president anointed by God, not by his party, not by his predecessor president, not by the people in politics in his own party or in the opposition. It was by the divine grace that he got there. So I know it's going to communicate with class people to do the needful for the benefit of Nigerians. And my student is going to work for Nigerians and not for anything. So to that extent, the right thing to do is not only NPC to be paid. Buhari has no immunity. And now, if he doesn't start inviting him to answer questions with all these problems here and there, the civil society of in Nigeria, all of them, they should start the process to make sure the get Buhari, as the Minister of Petroleum in the last 8 years, to come and explain all the event that is at witness. Then coming to the other aspect of the whole thing, I mean Nigeria, we have to corrupt. Go to the aviation, the work in the aviation industry created by the former minister of the service to be unraveled and the rest to become the first example to all the other ministers who are committed fraud in the past 3 years. So they went down to their position for 8 years. If you look at their record, why we never reshuffle the cabinet. So we have to get a situation whereby we can hold on to all these ministers to deny them traveling abroad.
Thank
So
you.
that we can answer charges, affect their tenure. That is the only way the president, Bola Tinubu, will do what we want.
Thank you
We
so
must
much.
make Buhari the first example to the whole world.
Thank you.
Come on now. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you very much for your call. Hello.
Very good morning to you, Babalola.
Good morning to you, Prince Wires.
How are you today?
Very well, thank you.
God, we give glory to Almighty God. You see, fresh swap, all swap. We now render ourselves to the NFPC to rule the country. Because God, without money, nothing you can do. Instead of NFPC to render the account to the once a single account of the nation, they are the one now fixing everything for Nigeria. When we swap, do you know how many they put all this thing they take to that country? To those cartels, they were there and they are ready to finish this country. Now, NFP is working our salary. Now they are holding a lot of trillion naira right now. So I want to watch Mr. President. You don't block that first. Before you start those comprehensive required to tackle NFPC. And those who want to investigate NFPC want to do that, there should not be Nigeria 100%. They should invite foreign countries to come and investigate all these things. Because without that, I don't think anything can work. Because Nigeria, majority are so corrupt. And that's our problem. You know, those working in NFPC, they know they're right now. But now look at our money. The former Minister for Finance, you have failed us. The NFPC group managing director, you failed us. You have 4 refineries and you are contributing to Dangote 20% Nigeria money to Dangote refinery. Our own refinery is there for the past all this year. Nothing happened. So for me, as it is now, the best for Mr. President to do is to make sure this NFPC group managing director to be replaced and approved. Finally, for
Prince Wires, we can't. It's 2 minutes.
I want to round up.
2 minutes is up.
Let me
2 minutes is up, Prince Wires. Please, all right. Let's take other contributions. Thank you for understanding. Hello.
Hello, Sage. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
I hear you there.
And I hear it.
No, I don't miss you the other side.
Your name, please.
This is a diplomatic and good barrister with a chamber from Obusu.
Okay, please go ahead.
Okay, I just want to chip in something. Increasing minimum wage is not our problem. Now the high cost of living, because when people are collecting 18,000 naira minimum wage, do you know how much are they selling a bag of rice? It was 5,000 naira. Then you still have change in your hand. Now minimum wage is 30,000 naira. And that 30,000 naira, you cannot use it to buy one bag of rice. Because I've been saying this, once they increase this minimum wage, everything will go up. And there's nothing go up in this country will go down. Everything my point. Now, the people where you are living will increase their own house rent. Transportation is high. Even if we are collecting this 200,000 for minimum wage, we cannot leave it to anywhere. How much are they selling a bottle of drink now, like mud and or other mineral? Mineral was 15 naira. Now mineral is 200 naira because they increase the minimum wage. As we are not benefiting anything in this country. Where is the dividend of the democracy? Nothing. We are benefiting. I'm telling you. Let me imagine here so other people will contribute.
Thank you so
God bless
much.
You up and down.
I appreciate the consideration. Hello, good morning to you. Hello.
Hello, good morning, Mainland FM.
Good morning to you. Your name, please.
I'm Abiodun Bakari.
Welcome, sir.
Yes. I'd like to remind Mr. Fuhad, we have had this conversation before, and I said there is no plan on the side of government to put the refineries to complete work. So for us to not expect it, he keeps on hammering on. Is that very clear?
We lost you there for a few seconds. It's very difficult.
Of NNPC. Pardon? Yes, on here. We're on this same station. We had open mic on the Thursday like this.
Okay.
Some months ago. So that's my point on that. Then actually I want to comment on the fact that I don't agree with the 4 reasons why Labour did not go on. The mood of the nation, the stability of the nation, the fact that the government has agreed to meet all the needs, all the demands of PUC and all so forth. The situation is critical, and I think NLC needs to have a routine, at least to make a statement that the procedure of policy making ought to be followed. I want subsidy to go, but is it supposed to be in this manner of fiat, this pronouncement and everything we are on here that better? I think it is that in that regard that I want NLC to make a statement. That we are still a democratic nation, we are not in a monarchy, we are not in a military government. Every decision that we take will still have to be based on discussion on a round table. And all the palliative they are talking about now, they ought to have concluded discussion on that. Not to make an announcement, put Nigeria in a situation of trouble, and then be talking of palliative, be talking of borrowing money to give me palliative. This is my contribution. Thank you so much.
Thank you so very much for calling. We appreciate you. On the Facebook platform, we have a message on here. Good morning, Babalola and the boss Fuhad Saheed. I don't believe in our leaders because I see them as selfish. They don't necessarily have feelings for the common people in the land. Aliu Abdurrahman on Facebook sends that particular message. You can be like Abdul and send, or Aliu rather, and send your messages via the Facebook platform, Mainland 98.3 FM. Let's go back to taking phone calls, and then I can take WhatsApp messages as well. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, morning to you.
My name is Christopher.
Christopher, is it possible that you speak a little louder, or maybe take us off, I don't know, your hands free or something?
Okay. Are you hearing me now?
Yes, this is better. Please go on.
As I say, my name is Christopher.
Yes.
Yeah, I just want to plead to Nigeria that the things are hard now, but let us be positive. Everything is still going to work out fine.
Okay. We appreciate you. Thank you for the vote of confidence. Maybe we just start making flyers. Anyways, when Fuhad comes to the Yes, good morning.
From Mafluku.
All right, go ahead.
You see, about a favor man.
We're with you, Akam.
We're accusing Jonathan of corruption, but this is their own corruption. We don't know. Were they sharing the money to themselves? They share to themselves. Talk of the oil petroleum. Look at it now.
Thank you. Messages and text messages. This is Mainland Focus on. But today being Thursday, the medical for me to read the messages or for them. If you want to text 0913 6000 430. That's for texting. And if you want to do so, just on this too much. I really hope that Tinubu will be better
about this our nation, this movement. It's not crisis that would have led us to what we are now quiet. We need peace. We need the outgoing government asking us to eat what we produce what we eat. And then,
that's a very heavy allegation to say that the.
Yes, I retract.
Let's take our last phone call for 410. Let's take our last call for this morning. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good morning. Turn down the volume on your radio. Hello.
I want to start in this way. Then we have started again.
Is new. Just think of it as a new baby, and the right. But then, we would enjoy the benefit of the temporary suffering that we're going through at the moment. So yes, we're going to finish today's show by reading the WhatsApp messages that we have gotten. Called to fight corruption. Is corruption a physical or spiritual problem? Good morning. I'll just take it as a rhetorical question, to be honest. Thank you so much. Good morning, Sage and Fuhad. This is Ebenezer from Okwoba. Ebenezer says loyalty na cash and carry, objection na mortuary. Everyone, as long as APC is still in power, from Buhari to all his ministers, they've selected in southern Kaduna. According to his statement and action, he has sympathy for the Muslim people, and he be ashamed. Well, the Christian Association of Nigeria in Kaduna has said that, people should pay no mind to what former Governor El Rufai said. He's just trying to play to the gallery. He's trying to get relevance and what have you. So I just really implore us, right, not to act irrationally based on the statement of one person. Yes, he's a political stakeholder. He's a very significant person in our political landscape. But then again, we keep imploring everybody that do not make statements like this one that many people have described as inflammatory to cause you to say or do things that would be detrimental to you and the people in your environment. All right, please try to filter information no matter who the person who is telling you is. Thank you so much for your understanding. Good morning. President Ashiwaju should audit the rot in the NNPC and CBN as well. He should change the group managing director of NNPC and CBN. He should also not allow Emefiele to go freely. He should give account of the new Naira note. Alhaji Subar sent this particular message. Thank you so much. Good morning, Sage and Fuad. Honestly, I love the revelations that we've gotten so far. Honestly, our leaders are wonderful, credible, and very sincere in their wickedness. What is the problem in this country? Are we going to continue like this till the end of time? Nigerians are going through a lot. They're dying and they're deepening in poverty. The state governors are very wasteful, and the federal government is equally responsible. Why are we blessed with a lot of things, but we cannot put things in order to make this country work? People are getting tired with the tears they are groaning in pains and agonies. Now, wow, Damilola from Alaba. And Damilola wrote now wow in his message, just so you know, I wasn't the one that added the addendum. I just wanted to put that out there. Anyways, 10 poorest states in the courts to owe over 10 trillion naira, but they are planning to pay their ex-governors jumbo pay. Is this not wickedness in the states where they have these challenges? They have challenges like poverty, insecurity, economic crisis, and out-of-school children roaming about. They should worry about all that. Instead, they are sowing a seed that will not germinate. Shika Bende from Trade Fair Lagos sent that particular message. Thank you so much. This is the last message I can read. Good morning to you, Sage and Fuad. I think Kiari has outstayed his positive usefulness. Okay. I seriously disagree with him on the statements that local refineries are fully working will not really change the oil price. That sounds to me like a complacent, pessimistic, unpatriotic, retrogressive, and compromise statement. The same man who never accounted for the dirty fuel into Nigeria, among many others. The player is one of the reasons why 8 years has passed without a single working refinery under Buhari. The message is long, but I cannot take everything because of our time. Thank you so much for participating on Mainland Focus, but we have to draw the curtains for this conversation right this very moment. But this is not goodbye. Of course, we're just going on a brief break. 9:45 we'll be back for Global View, where we do something of an analysis on events that are happening in international communities and countries outside Nigeria. My name is Sage Babalola. Thank you once again for your participation. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back by 9:45 a.m.